Hey, Emily. How's the first day going? How do you think? It's terrible. My parents have totally ruined my life. I've been stuck in a public school with no friends, no freedom, and now I have to take the bus every day. That sounds tough. But maybe your parents are just going through something right now. That's what they keep saying. It's for your own good, you'll thank us someday. Yeah, right. They don't understand how bad it is. My friends are all in fancy schools, and they have everything. I'm stuck here with you guys. I get it. My family doesn't have a lot either, you know. People think I'm just that I don't have much. But really, we make do. We don't have a fancy house or things like your family used to, but we're doing okay. My parents work hard, though. They don't always get it right, but they're doing their best. But how do you deal with it? Don't you ever want more? Of course, I want more. I think everyone does. But sometimes, you don't need all that stuff to feel important. I don't have the luxury of a ride to school or a brand new phone, but I walk here every day. And honestly, I don't mind. It's my way of showing myself how strong I am, and it helps me appreciate the things I do have. You walk to school every day. Yep. It's not far, but it's something I've had to do for a while. And I've learned that, even when things are tough, I'm lucky to have parents who are working hard to give me the things I need. I appreciate the effort they put into everything. They don't always get everything right, but I know they love me and are doing their best. It's not always easy, but maybe try to see it through their eyes. I bet your parents are just trying to help you see the world in a different way. The way you see things now might not be the same in a few months. I guess I haven't really thought about it like that. It's not about what we have, Emily. It's about who we are and what we make of it. Hang in there. You might surprise yourself. And hey, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. I noticed something at school. Some kids don't even bring a lunchbox or have money to buy food.
Yeah, I saw that too. I thought maybe they just forgot, but then I heard one kid telling his friend he wasn't hungry, when he clearly was.
And some of them walk all the way to school. No bus, no car, no nothing. Just their feet.
I guess I never really thought about it before. I mean, we used to complain when Dad didn't take us to school in the car. But these kids, they don't even have that option.
It makes me feel bad about how we used to act. Like, we would throw away food just because we didn't like it. But some of these kids, they don't even have food to throw away.
You know what else I noticed? Some of their uniforms are worn out. Like, really worn out. I saw a kid in class today with shoes that were falling apart. I thought maybe he just didn't care, but now I think maybe that's all he has.
I saw that too. And to think, I used to whine about not having the latest designer clothes.
We were so blind, weren't we? We thought we had it tough just because we lost a few luxuries. But compared to some of these kids, we're still lucky.
Yeah. I guess I never really understood what struggling looked like until now. I feel different now. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think I'll ever see things the same way again.
Yeah, me neither.
Did you notice? They didn't complain once today.
I did. No eye rolls, no arguing over chores. They just did them.
And they finished before bed. No reminders, no nagging.
That might be the biggest miracle of all.
Do you think they really changing?
I think they are. It's slow, but I see it. They're looking at things differently now.
I saw Emily watching some of the other students today. Not with that usual judgment, but with curiosity. Maybe even understanding.
And Lucas. He didn't even grumble when I asked him to take out the trash. He just got up and did it.
I was worried for a while. I thought maybe they'd never learn. But now, maybe they were finally seeing what we wanted them to.
It's working.
Thanks for the lunch. You helped us all. I don't even know how to repay you for this. Don't worry about it. It's just a sandwich. Nah, it's more than that. Some days, I don't even know if I'll have lunch. You have no idea how much this means. It's nothing, really. You do the same for me. Are you okay, Jamal? What's wrong? It's just, I was thinking about finals. You know, end of high school exams. Yeah. You're crazy smart, dude. You'll crush them. That's not the problem. Even if I pass, I might not be able to write the final exams. What? Why? Money. The exam fees are too high. My mom is already struggling to pay for basic things. She tries so hard, Lucas. But if she can't afford the fees, I won't be allowed to sit for the finals. And if I don't write them, school is useless to me. That's not fair. Life isn't fair, man. You just have to make the best of what you get. I don't know how yet, but we'll figure something out. You don't have to worry about me, man. No, I do. Emily, we need to do something.
About what?
Jamal. He might not be able to take his final exams because his family can't afford the fees.
Wait. What? But he's, like, one of the smartest kids in your class.
Exactly. But being smart doesn't help if you can't afford to sit for the exams.
That's awful.
I told him we'd figure something out.
And how exactly do you plan to do that? We're broke, remember?
I don't know yet. But I have to try. We have to try.
Yeah, it's tough. But, what if we raise the money?
Raise it? How?
I don't know. Maybe we could sell something?
That's actually a good idea.
Wow. You actually admitted I had a good idea. This must be serious.
Shut up. Remember, when Mom and Daddy took all our gadgets? I hid one of my iPhones and I still have it.
Really? And you never told me.
Because you have a sharp mouth. You don't know how to keep a secret.
Okay.
Back to our story. So I am thinking to sell my iPhone to one of our rich friends.
Good idea.
I can't believe I'm actually thinking about selling my designer jackets, branded sneakers, and trendy outfits.
No ways. You love your clothes more than anything. Last week, you were saying at least you still wear like a rich kid.
Yeah, well, things change.
Some of my clothes are still in perfect condition. Our old schoolmates would totally buy them.
Yeah, especially since most of them still care about name brands. If we tell them we're selling limited edition stuff, they won't even ask why.
And for the ones we trust, we can explain why we're doing this.
Do you think they'll actually help? I mean, they never really had to struggle like this.
Some of them won't care. But maybe some will. Oh, what if we also just straight up ask for donations? Like, tell some of them we're helping a friend in need?
You think rich kids are gonna hand over money just because we ask?
If we guilt trip them just right, maybe.
That's low-key genius.
I know. We could say something like, you spend $50 on coffee every week, why not help someone's future instead?
Exactly. And if we get even a few of them to pitch in, it could make a difference.
It's weird, you know, how we used to think all this stuff was so important.
Yeah. But now we know what's actually important. Mama, you won't believe what happened.
What is it, my son? You were smiling like you won the lottery.
It's even better than that. I can take my final exams. My friend Lucas paid the fees.
Paid the fees?
Yes, he and his sister Emily raised the money. They sold some of their expensive clothes and asked some people to help. Can you believe it, Mama? I don't have to drop out.
Jamal, where did this boy get so much money? Did he steal it?
No. Of course not, Mama. Lucas would never do that.
Then tell me how a boy who was living in a big house just months ago suddenly has money to pay someone else's school fees.
I told you. He sold his expensive clothes. He and his sister used to be rich, Mama. Their parents lost everything, but they still wanted to help.
That is a kind thing, Jamal. But accepting such a large gift, it doesn't feel right.
Mama, please. Lucas did this because he cares. He saw how unfair things were, and he wanted to help. Should I refuse it and throw away my future just because of pride?
I need to see Lucas' parents.
Why?
Because I need to hear from them that this is truly all right. I need to understand why their son would make such a sacrifice for you.
Mama, it's because he's a good person.
And if that is true, I will thank him with all my heart. But let me see for myself. I came to ask Lucas about something important. My son tells me that you paid for his final exam fees.
Lucas, answer her.
Yeah, I did.
And where did you get such a large amount of money, Lucas?
We sold our expensive clothes. Some of our old school friends bought them.
And Lucas also sold his iPhone.
You sold your iPhone? Which iPhone?
When you took all our gadgets, Lucas hid one of his iPhones.
Okay, Lucas, so you decided to sell it.
Yeah, I figured I don't really need it. We needed the money for something more important.
Why would you do this, Lucas? Why go so far for Jamal?
Because it wasn't fair. Jamal is one of the smartest kids I know, but just because of money, he might not get to finish school. And that didn't sit right with me. I just wanted to help.
Mr. and Mrs. Jennings, you knew about this?
No, we didn't. But hearing it now, I couldn't be prouder.
Lucas, Emily, you did something truly selfless. You two have good hearts. I was only worried because I thought something wasn't right. But now, I see this was an act of pure kindness. Thank you, my son. May God bless you.
Told you, Mama. Lucas is a real one.
Well, son, I think it's safe to say that we no longer have spoiled kids in this house.
Kids, there's something we need to tell you.
That sounds serious.
If you tell us we have to move again, I swear.
No. It's nothing like that.
Your mother and I, we never actually lost our jobs.
Wait. What?
Come again?
We never went broke. We still have our savings, and our house is still ours.
You kidding?
So, this whole thing? The small apartment, the public school, the bus rides?
It was all part of a lesson. A very important one.
You tricked us?
We taught you. You were becoming entitled, ungrateful. We needed you to see the world beyond luxury, to understand how privileged you were and what it means to truly struggle.
So, this was all a setup? Every part of it?
Not all of it. The hardships were real. The lessons you learned were real. And the kindness you showed? That was all you.
Wow. You guys really had us fooled.
I don't know whether to be impressed or mad.
Remember, a child's behavior is shaped by the hands that guide them.